Are you tired of following YouTube tutorial and do whatever that has been done, but you are unable to create your own project? I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. This is a course on Amazon clone. This is the home page where we will search here. We already got the categories here from the API, but at the moment, this is not functional. We are getting these images. As you can see, it's loading from the API. Now you might ask, how do you add these images? Let's just go to admin and then on the product list so that you can see that these are the products that are already here. And then what we want to do here, we want to go to here and then create, and then we want to add a product. Let's add this product, a mouse. Okay, as you can see, and then let's say a mouse. Okay, let's say black. Okay, black mouse. And then category, let's say laptop. Okay, we cannot say this is a laptop. Okay, let's just add a category for this. Okay, let's say computer, or let's say accessories. Okay, I hope this category falls into the accessories. Okay, a mouse falls into that category. And then let's go back to create. Then let's add a mouse. Okay, and then this is a mouse. Okay, my apologies about this. Make sure. And then from then, let's just type here black mouse HP. And then from then, let's choose the category. Let's put it under accessories, the price. Okay, and then this is the product. And then let's click enter. That means the product has been created. How can we see that? Let's just go here. As you can see, guys, we've got a new product here. If we want, we can also delete a product. Let's say we don't want this pool table. Let's just delete this product. If you want to learn this and more, I can teach you this in details with understanding. What is the tech stack for this? The tech stack is Next.js, TypeScript, Prisma, React Hook Form, and 10-stack table. As you can see, I'm going to teach you how to create this awesome Shard.cn sidebar, because we are using Shard.cn and Tailwind as well. So let's just go back now to the home page and see if are we going to get this new item. As you can see, here is the mouse, and it's a black mouse. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. If you want to learn more about Next.js and best architecture design pattern, please watch this video until the end. Important to mention, this is a series. So this started here. This is part 1, part 2, part 3. If you might want to follow it, check the link in the description below to part 1, part 2, part 3. Let's get started. Guys, let's continue. So what we want to do, we want to implement a delete option. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to implement the same strategy that we have implemented here. We're just going to add a component here that does everything on its own and it receives a prop. So this means that what we want to do, we want to define some sort of a, let's see, is the stock created at, where is created at? Okay, here is created at. So what we want to do here, we want to, let's copy and paste this one, since whatever that we're going to do is more or less like this. Okay, copy and paste this somewhere here. Okay, and the accessor key, I don't think we really need it. Okay, so what we want to do here, we want to, let's see, we want to change this to, let's say this is action. Let's say this is action. What I want to do, let me just make this accessor key empty. Okay, and then let's see why I'm having this issue. Oh, there's no comma here. Okay, so let me go to first to Lucid React, or maybe I can guess things. Okay, let's see if my guessing mechanism will work. just gonna comment this, and then I'm going to return here. Okay, I'm going to return, let's see, delete from Lucid React. I hope Lucid React has a delete component. And then we want to do this. Okay, let's see if this delete will show up here. Okay, suppose this icon shows up here. That's what I'm expecting. Let's see if that will happen. And then it looks like nothing happens there. Let's see. Okay. Let's just go back here and see why this is not happening. Please, guys, don't forget, in case you might want to contact me one-on-one, don't forget, I have got a 10-hour coaching course. Okay, as you can see, here is it. You can send me an email and book your 1 hour for free, but I'm selling a 10-hour coaching course where I can teach you exactly what you want to know. You can ask me a question, I can assist you with a project, I can assist you with an application that you are building. Okay, thank you so much for understanding. Why we don't get this? I'm returning delete and it's not showing. All right, let's do this. Let's comment everything here. Okay, let me put action key as something. Okay, why it looks like this delete might be showing, but I'm looking at it at a different place. As you can see, guys, something is showing here, so it just need to be here. And this delete is not what we want it to be. Okay, so let's copy and paste this part to the end. Okay, let's see, where does this end? This one ends here, so let's add this one here. And then let's type here trash. Okay, Lucid icon has got a trash. Let's give it a color of red. Okay, let's dilute with class name so that we can have a hover color as well. So let's just type text color red, sorry, text red. Okay, let's see, text red. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm happy with this. And then what we want to do, okay, if it's already red, when I'm hovering over it, what color is it going to be? Okay, let's go back here. Do I have something called hover on my CSS? Let's see, let's go back to CSS. Global style, do we have hover? Nope, we don't. Let's just add hover here. Hit apply. Hover, sorry. Cursor pointer. Okay, that's what I want. When you hover over this, I want this to be a cursor pointer. Let's just name this pointer instead. Okay, I think that will be better. Okay, let's name this pointer. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to point this, copy this, save, and then go back, and then I'm just going to paste this. And then when you hover over this, okay, let's see, text. Let's make it, okay, let's see, hover, text, dash. Why this is not showing the way I want to. Okay, It's not much of a problem. Let's just go this side and then type here text. Okay, let's see. Text red. Let's do it like this. Okay, on hover. Go back and let's see. Okay, and then let's add the class that we created now, which is pointer. All right, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's see, is pointer working? Pointer, let's go back here. Where is our CSS? Where is pointer? Pointer. Okay, so okay, on hover. Okay, so pointer. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then we're just gonna change the size. We're just gonna change the size of this. Let's do a size of 20 and see how small it is. Okay, I'm happy with this. This is much better. And then when we click this, we want to delete a row. So, excuse me about that. Sorry about that. What we're gonna do, we need to create, let's see. We need to create a component, okay, that will do this on its own. Okay, let's go to definition. My apologies about this. Let me just, okay, and then again, let's go to a definition of this component. Okay, category, success. Yeah. Okay, let's copy all of this. Let's just call this component row delete button .tsx. Okay, and then we want to paste this. And then I'm just gonna click rename here and then copy this. We are going to export this instead, and here we are going to define this instead. Okay, let's come here, success message, row deleted, failed to delete, failed to delete, form name. There are no forms here, we're not dealing with forms. And then what we want to do, this has got some form queries. I don't think we need form query. I think we are going to need form mutation. Okay, okay, and then this is API. Okay, delete. Okay, API delete row, let's say. Okay, API delete row. What are we going to do? We are not going to pass any data here. So we are not going to receive any data, something like the category things. Okay. We are not going to receive anything. This is going to be delete product. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Can't we make, I'm not sure if this might work. Let's see, we are going to delete a row. Okay. Let's say this row that we're going to delete here, is it going to be for a product? Yes. So what if maybe we want to delete a row from categories? We're going to create another one. Can't we reuse this? Okay, check here. Instead of receiving a row, let's say this is a model. Okay, to delete, let's just type here delete from. Okay, delete from. So you are telling this to delete from where? Okay, let's say delete from product, and then you are going to supply the product ID and it's going to delete that. You can tell it to delete from categories. Then, so as you can see, this can be reusable. Okay, here in terms of mutation key, now this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Let's see what are we going to do. No, it's not going to be a problem. Okay, let me just type here delete row. Okay, and then here it's going to be delete row because it's going to be some sort of general. I'm happy with this. Row deleted, failed to delete a row, or failed to delete. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, default value none. Let's see, where are we using default value? I don't think we need default value. Apologies about that. What we want to do, we are going to receive the row ID. Okay, row ID, not necessarily a product ID, which is a number. And then we're going to pass a row ID here. Okay, so this uniquely identify each row. It doesn't matter if it's on product or it's on users or wherever. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then here we're going to specify delete from. Okay, where are we hitting or executing this? Okay, this is on change. Okay, this is not going to be on change. Let's say delete handler. Okay, this is going to be delete handler. It's handling the delete handler. Value, what is this value? Let's say row ID. That's what I want here, and that's what I'm going to pass here. Let's see, row ID another time. That's it. Now, don't you receive some sort of delete from? Okay, who is supposed to delete from? Let's see. Who is supposed to delete from? It looks like this is going to give us a delete from. Okay, and where is the row ID coming from? Let's see. Okay, let's change plans. This row ID is supposed to be coming from here. Let's take this delete from first. Let's receive it from here. Okay, there is no default value. We are going to take the delete from here. It's going to be a string, and why it says it's never read or used. Let's check. Delete is declared, but it's never read. How come if we are using it here? Oh, okay, this delete from here is coming from here. Okay, and then what we want to do, let's see, we want to receive a row ID here. Okay, so that means we don't receive a row ID here. We take a row ID from here. Then we pass it here. Let's check. Okay, row ID here. We take this row ID. I'm happy with this. And then in terms of this one, let's go to the columns and let's copy this. Where is that? Delete. Let's say this is what we want. Let's remove everything from here for now. Okay, and then let's go back here. Then what we want here, let's see where we are. Okay, we want to put this component and this component. Okay, here we were mapping. I don't think we want to map here. Okay, let's say inside this, let's do this, import this. Okay, I'm happy with this. What else do I want? Toggle from query. Here we're going to toggle from another query. Okay, that's a story for another day. And then let's see here. How do you? Okay, then when on click here. Okay, on click here. How do you then know the row ID and other things? Okay, delete handler. Delete handler. Where is it? Delete handler. Here is it. Let's say. Okay. So where do I call the delete handler? I'm calling the delete handler here. Okay. How do you know the row ID? Let's see. I'm thinking. Okay, on click void is not. Okay, not a problem. Let's solve this problem first. Okay, delete handler is expecting. So this component, how could it know the row ID? Okay, as you can see, it's going to take it from here. If it's taking it from here, why can't this method access it from here directly? Okay, so I'm thinking we can remove this from here so that this will take this directly from here and the delete from directly from here. Okay, so this one is just supposed to call this, yes, the submit handler. Okay, and then the submit handler doesn't really, this is supposed to call the mutation. This doesn't have to receive anything. Okay, as you can see, I think we are getting there and I'm happy with this. And then where is a mutation? For mutation, the one that will delete, then this will check if it's loading and then it will load this. And I am happy with this. So now we want this row button, delete this one. We want to take it to columns. Okay, we want to return it here, just like before. Sorry. Then we want to pass. Let's just check here which props are we going to pass. Row ID. Suppose this has got the row ID. Okay, and delete from. I know where to delete from. Okay, I know where to delete from. So we are deleting from products. Okay, we are deleting from products. I'm happy with this. And then in terms of the row ID, product ID, let's pass the product ID here. Not all of this, but only the product ID. Let's import this. Okay, I don't think we need category here. So now what we want to test, if we might as well create the endpoint. Okay, let's go to, not here, there is no delete here, I think, row delete here. This mutation now is not going to patch, it's going to delete. API delete row, and then don't you have delete from? Here is delete from as a string. What's the problem with this? Special non-properties entity does not exist in type Axios. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Apologies about this. So now delete from, this can recognize if this is the same delete from. Let's see, delete from string. Then I'm passing that here. Okay, let me do this instead. Delete from and then dash delete from. Let's see, object literal main only specify no variables. Let's see, do we have any typing here? Okay, I'm deleting. It looks like when I'm deleting, I don't really have to pass the data, right? It looks like to me. Okay, it looks like I can't pass any data when I'm deleting. Let's say data. Let's say I'm just testing. Okay, this works. Okay, so if this works, then I want to pass this data. This one. I don't know why delete from was not working here. Oh, it was me. Object, I specify data. Okay, cool. I don't mind much. Data. Okay. Let's say model. Okay, let's say data then. Don't know why data works and other things don't work. Fine, we will deal with this in the endpoint. And then what I want to do, I want to go here to the API, go to the API, and then in the API, I want to create a delete row endpoint, and I want to create route.ts. I think we can go and check the update code. I think things are going to be similar. Delete route, paste here. Instead of patch, let's put delete. Then we're going to receive params, param ID. Okay. Wait, product ID still the same. Const. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? I am deleting. Okay. Const model to delete. Await JSON as, nope, not as this. I think as string this time. Okay. If the model to delete is not here, throw this error. We've got this product ID. And then db item is equal to r8 prisma dot delete, okay, dot product dot delete this time. Dot delete. Where product ID, I'm happy with this. And then now we are done. But the model that we are going to delete here, this one, is some sort of specified. Okay, it's some sort of specified. So what I want to do here, model to delete dot JSON. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. All this work. Have string dot to lowercase. Okay, so that everything could be a lowercase. As you can see, this is lowercase. I'm assuming even what do we have user here? Yes, user is going to be lowercase. category is going to be lowercase. So what we want to do now, we want to put a variable here instead. Okay, so we can add this variable like this, and then let's say this variable is this what I want to do. Yes, we can add a variable like this. Okay, Prisma. No, what I want to do. Okay, check here, guys. This is an object. Okay, this is an object. So in an object, you can access a key like this. Okay, this is an object. It has got, for instance, look at this. It has got product here, as you can see. It has got product. Okay, but now we are going to pass a variable there. It's going to complain, of course, because the reason why it's complaining, this is a string. Okay, it's not like, what can I say? It's not a type that is between all model, Prisma model, or database model. Okay, for instance, if it was that type, it was going to be product or user or category, of which this one is not one of them. So for now, to make our life simple, we are not going to make this as a string. We're going to make this as product, let's say. Okay, and this is some sort of, still this TypeScript is not convinced. Okay, so product.string. How can we make this as const? Okay, let's do this for now, and then let's say as product, let's say. As you can see, we are telling TypeScript that this is going to be as product. Okay, what if we are using this for category? Still is going to treat it as product. As you can see, this is more like a cheating approach to it. We will come back to this type and type it properly. Okay, so let's continue. What we want to do then, okay, we are done. So that means that this product, even if it has been sent as a capital letter, it's going to be changed as a small letter, and then it's going to be passed here. So we are going to reference category here, user, and whatever. So this is some sort of a general delete. And then from then you send this data, and that is it. Let's just go back to code, as you can see, and then let's just do this. In fact, we can just test and see what will happen. We want to delete the studio. Let's delete studio. Failed to delete, not a problem. Let's check why you have failed to delete. Okay, well, let's check where is the response. Where is the response? Am I on the network? Yes. Then let's see. Status 404. Okay, cool. Let's go back here and check. API row to delete to status 404. Yes, I understand this, because delete row, on delete row we don't have, let me cut this and let's create folder. We don't have this folder here, the one that has got ID. We don't have this folder. Then inside that folder I'm going to paste this. My apologies about that. Let's go back here, and then let's delete studio. Okay, let's delete studio. Let's see, is it going to delete studio? It's processing. I like this. Okay, because it's indicating that it's doing something. It's a pity that it's taking some time. fail to delete. I don't mind much about that. We can just go here and check. Okay, let's see. API categories, yes. Products is not a valid JSON. Products, I think we are passing the wrong data. Okay, this is our fault. We can go to here and then make sure that on columns definition, where is our columns definition? Let me just press P, columns definition. Let's make sure that we are passing, as you can see, delete from product. Okay, I don't think it's supposed to be products. And then let's delete still this one. Oops, just quickly failed. Delete from product, and it just quickly failed. Let's see. Token P, product is not a valid JSON. So what we are going to do now, we want to go back to our original component, the row delete component. Okay, so here we made some mistake. Okay, the first mistake is to think that we can just pass data here, like as in any object, something like, let's say, ID. We cannot do that. UI, we cannot do that. We can pass params here. As you can see, this can work, or we can pass data here. Okay, so we've managed to pass data here and it worked. But also another mistake was not to make this an object. So we're supposed to make this an object. Okay, as you can see. So what we want here, we want this to be some sort of delete from. Let's just leave this like as this delete from. Okay, and then now that we have managed to pass this data correctly on the UI, now we need to go to the API and make sure that we get the data correctly as well. So please make sure that your mutation is exactly like this. Okay, and then let's go to the API, delete route. So now that we are here, what we want to do, we are going to await this JSON. Okay, but we don't have data anymore now. Okay, we don't have data, we have delete from. Okay, let's just go back to our component and just make sure that we copy this as it is. Okay, delete from. I'm happy with this. And then what we want to do now, let's just test if we are going to get this. Okay, we can even remove this. Okay, we want to see. Okay, and then we can go to the network and let's try to delete. As you can see, guys, now we are getting something. Model to delete its product. Perfect. Thank you so much for making it up to this far. Don't forget that I've got a 10-hour coaching course where I can teach you one-on-one whatever that you want. If you have a project, if you have an assignment, if you want to get into detail on Next.js and React, or maybe you want to be promoted, you want to take a senior position, please, you can book your 1 hour session here where we can just talk and let you know what I think about the steps in which you can move from a junior to a senior. Okay, just book here a 1 hour coaching course. We can talk and then we can see what we can do. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Okay, now everything is working well. So now that everything is working well, we can go back to the initial plan. Okay, my apologies for the delays. Okay, and then I am convinced that everything here works well. And then now we want to, as you can see now, we are putting here product. That's not what we want. I want to put this, as you can see. Okay, then now we are supposed to delete this record. Let's go back and check. Okay, let's just check. We want to delete studio. Row deleted. Okay, as you can see, let's refresh and see if studio is going to disappear. Studio has disappeared, but we've got another problem. This doesn't what can I say, it doesn't update or refresh automatically so that we can see that this has been deleted. So let's go back let's go back to this component. Which component? Where is the component that is responsible for mutation? Let's see, I think it's this one. Okay, where is its mutation? Here is its mutation on success. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to know when we were creating this table, what was the query key? Because we need to tell that query key to refresh its own. Let's say we need to tell the query to use the query key to refresh this table. I hope that is the best explanation. So let's go to the list here. Where is the list? Let's go to the list, product list. That's what I want. Where is it? Okay, this is not in API. My apologies about that. Product list. Nope, not here. Let's check here. Where is the query? The form query. Table data. No, I want page. Here is the query. And the query key is product list. So what we want to do now, we want to go to this component. Okay, and then we want to use, I think we are going to use const, let's say const query client is equal to use query client from 10-stack query. Okay, it's a hook. And then what we want to take query client on success. We want to take that query client, the one that we have defined, dot invalidate queries. Okay, invalidate queries. We are telling it to invalidate queries. I think we are passing an array here, as you can see. If not, we are passing an object. My apologies about that. We are passing an object, and then I think there is something called query key, and then it's only here that we are passing an array. And then we are telling this, go to any query that has got this product list tag, okay, or query key, and refresh it as soon as this mutation take place. Okay, let's go back here and refresh. Go back here and refresh everything. Now let's delete this. Okay, let's delete this logo. Let's say delete this logo. As you can see, now it disappears. Let's delete this one. As you can see, now it's deleted. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button to help this channel grow. Let's end this session here for now. Right, guys, let's continue. So what we want to do now, since we've got the products, okay, as you can see here in the product list, and we've got some categories. Now we want to go to the home page. So for now, let's check what's on the home page. As you can see here, there is nothing here on the home page. Okay, this is just a test. So we want to come here and do something. So let's just quickly go to the home page. Let's quickly go to the home page. Let's see where the home page is. Here is the home page. Okay, here is the home page. As you can see, there's just a button. So what we want to do, we want to create a div here. Let's think like architects. Okay, let's not just create things, and then let's think like architects. What do we want to do here? Okay, we want a container that is going to be a parent container. What we are going to do, let's just add a class name. Okay, let's say bg of whatever. So what we want here, we want a width of full and a height of full. Okay, so let's see how is this going to look like. Because if we don't think like architect and design things, what can I say, professionally, we are going to run into CSS issues, and believe me, it's better to debug logic than CSS, okay, and HTML. Okay, so let's just continue. Since it's loading, we don't have much time. We just have to keep it going and keep it flowing. Let's just create a div here, which is going to be our navbar. Let's add a class name here. And then this div is going to have a center. Okay, this is a CSS utility that we have created. And then what we want this div to do, we want this div to justify its content between. We are going to force that because in the center utility style here, this class, there is justify, so we want to overwrite it. And then from then we want this also to be a width of full and a height of, let's just say, a height of 80. Okay, let's just say a height of 80. What else do I want? Let's set a bg of like something like this. Okay, now we are just creating the layouts here. Okay, we just want to see what will be there. Okay, as you can see, my 80 is too much. 80, let's just add 20. Let's just put 20 there. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm hoping that this amber color, let's say red. Okay, 500. Okay, is this red? 500 pg? Yes, width of full and height of full. Something is going on here. Let's see. Okay, let's just do this. I want to see that background. Okay, there is nothing with the full. Let me just type test here just to see what will happen. As you can see, if there's something, the width is full, but the height is not full. Okay, that's not much of a problem. Let's just continue, keep it going and keep it flowing like water. The height is supposed to be screen. Okay, as you can see. And then what we want center here as well so that things can be centered. That's why we decided to create a reusable Tailwind class here, or CSS class, because we've just realized that we will be using center every time. So as you can see, everything is centered here. I don't mind much about this. I'm happy with this. Now we want another section, which is going to be, let's add another div. Okay, this is going to be for content. Okay, this is going to be for content. Let's just see what we are going to do. The class name. Okay, the width is going to be full. I'm happy with this. Let's say PG gray. Okay, now let's make use of our CSS skills. Okay, as you can see, this is arranged in a row. Where are these guys? This guy and this guy, they are in here. What we want to force flex column. Okay, why are we going to force it with this important? Simply because we are overriding this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, and then since there is a flex here, what I want to do now, I want to go to content and give it a flex of 1. Okay, I'm telling this container to take the entire available space and push everything to the edges. That's what I'm trying to do. As you can see, it has taken this entire space and it has pushed the header, okay, or the navbar to the top. At least this is a better design, okay, rather than putting div and then you don't know what's going on, and when CSS breaks, you just don't know what to do. Okay, so this is much better, guys. Okay, so what we want to do now, apologies about this. Now we want to add a border here, so let's remove this color here. Okay, let's remove this color here, and then let's add a border, and then let's add border B, border bottom. I'm not sure if border bottom. Okay, border B with nothing, does that work? Let's just type border B2. Okay, and then we have removed that. I'm happy with that. Then there is no color here. Let's make this a BG of white. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now we just want things to be white, 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 white. Okay, we just want things to be white, 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 and then even this one, let's just make this white. Okay, as you can see, this is a bit bigger. Okay, this is a bit bigger. And also, I'm not convinced if this everything is like pure white here. So let me just do this. Maybe I'm colorblind, I don't know, but let me just make sure that this entire container is white. And then this BG here, when it's BG2, it's too much. Let's see if there is just border. I'm happy with this. Okay, this makes sense to me. Now, what we want to do, we want to, where is this? This container has got justify between. So let's just conceptualize things first. We will have a logo here, and then we will have search here, and then we will have a cut here. Okay, so let's just work on the layout first. I'm happy with this layout, guys. This is what I want. The reason why this is happening is because of this justify between. Now, what I want to do in here, I want to put padding. Let's say padding of I'm not sure, padding of 16. Okay, padding X, if there is such a thing, let's say px, yes, padding of 16, which is only the horizontal side of the padding. I'm happy with this. Okay, this makes sense to me. And then I need to add the logo here. Let's do the substitution. Let's add the logo here. So I think we have added a logo before on what? On sidebar or app sidebar. So what we can do, we can just look for that logo, which is the image, and then we can just copy and paste. My apologies about this. Am I on the right place? Let's see. I don't want copy. My apologies about that. I want app sidebar, not the one on copy. This one. Okay, and then I want the image here. So here is the image. So I want to copy this. Okay, as is, and then go back to home. Okay, and then I want to replace this. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then what I want to do, I want to import this from next image. And it looks like everything is working well. Let's see, do we have a logo here after refreshing? Suppose we're going to have a logo there. Let's just add an input for searching. I don't know why my PC is slow, but I really don't mind much about that. I'm going to keep this flowing and keep this going like water. So what we want to do here, we want a SHA-CN input here, which is going to be a self-closing tag. Let's import this from SHA-CN. Happy with that. And then I want a shopping cart. Let's see, from this is JSX. Suppose I could add a shopping cart here. Let me just delete all of these. Can't I get a cart from? Okay, let's do this. A cart from Lucid React cart. Let's see. I'm taking chances here. There's nothing like a cart. I don't know what is this thing. Okay, or let's just say shopping bag. Let's just use a shopping cart here as it. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's just check what's there now. I'm happy with this. Okay, but I don't know why now this is so close. I don't know. This is too close now. Okay. I think, is it my padding or what? Let's go to the padding, which was px, where somewhere, apologies about this. The px of 16, let's make a px of 5. I don't know. Okay, this and this doesn't equal. Okay, so I think the padding of 16 was fine, but I just need to work on this image. Okay, at margin left, as you can see, Okay, and margin, let's just remove all these things so that this could be just normal. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, and then what I want to do now, I want to give my my input some sort of class name, the width of, let's say, the width of 20, let's say. Okay, I'm not used to this way of tailwind styling. I don't know how can I estimate how big this is gonna be. So I'm just gonna keep on trying. This makes sense to me. Okay, this makes sense to me. So what we are going to do now, we are just going to make this a little bit cooler. Okay, this. Okay, a little bit cooler by adding an icon. Okay, it looks like I'm becoming better on fluking lucid react icon. So let's just type here search. Okay, looks like I'm becoming better on fluking these. Like I just type there and get it. Before I used to go to lucid react and then now I just type something. If it's there, then I'm using it. I'm gonna use it. Okay, so what we want to do here, we want to create a div. Okay, watch this carefully, or what can I say, pay attention, because we are just going to implement some cool CSS tricks. Okay, so what I want to do here first, I want to create what can I say, a container around this, and that container class name, okay, background. Let's make this background orange for now. Okay, we might change it. And then let's see the width. Let's say the width of 10 and the height of 10. Okay, let's see. Width of, let's say, 20 and the height of 20. Let's see. And then we want to use this center as well here. Okay. In the overall container of the search and the input, we just want this to be relative. Okay, relative. The reason why we want this to be relative, we want these guys to have a boundary, these guys, and this boundary should be this. You will see the reason why this is here. Okay, so what I want as well, let's see how this looks like for now. As you can see, okay, so what I want as well, I want, let's see, is this centered there? Looks like to me. Okay, I want the color of this to be white. I want the color of this to be white. The width can be 10, and in fact, let me use pixels, okay, because this will take me some time. And also I can, what can I say, put these side by side, because now I want to really show you what is going on here. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. And then what else do I want? I want to see this. Okay, let me close this. So let me save and see. Okay, I'm somewhat happy with that. And then what I want to do, the width of this, the width of this needs to be somewhat 50. Let's say 50 px. Okay, I'm somewhat happy with that. That width, maybe let's say 60, let's say, much better. And the height of this, let's make 60 as well, pixel. Let's see how it's going to be. 60 I think is too much. Let's make 30 pixels. Okay, let's make it 40. Then if this is 40, and this one has to be 40 as well, because we want to make this a square. Okay, and then let's make rounded MD. Let's make rounded empty. Let's see. I'm happy with this. Okay. So now here is the magic. What we want to do, we want this to, for some reason, jump out of the flow, okay, the HTML flow, okay, because now, as you can see, these are stacked on top of each other. This needs to float like something on top of water or in the water, anything like paper on top of it. It needs to be float, and it needs to be loose. So it needs to run around the boundaries of this. So how are we going to do that? Let's this is relative. What's the opposite of relative? Now it looks like I forgot CSS. If it's not relative, let's see. Okay, let me do this. Let's look at this relative, what it is. Position, relative, absolute. Okay. Now that I saw POH CSS, I remembered. So let's just put this absolute. Okay, check what is going to happen there. As you can see, now it has jumped out of this flow. Okay, there was a parent, there was this one, and there was this input. Now it has jumped out of the flow. So what I'm going to do, so that you can learn, I will show you this with a BG of red so that you can see. Okay, this container is just like an elastic band. It wraps itself around the children. Okay, so the first thing that we can see here is that our height is bigger because this needs to be here, okay, at the top, nicely there. So let's try 30, and also our icon is a bit bigger. I'm somewhat happy with this, but maybe 35 will do better. Okay, something like this, maybe, or let's say 32. Let's say 32. All right. And then what we want to do, we want to go to the icon and change the size. Okay, the size of this icon. Let's make it 20. Somewhat happy. Now we are getting there. We can delete this red background because I added it so that I can show you what's going on there. So what we want, let's go to this guy. Let's make this guy center its own children. Okay, by applying center. This is a class that we created. As you can see now, this is somewhat in the middle. Okay, also in the top here. This even reveals to me, okay, let's deal with that later. So what I want to do, I want to go to this guy. Let's align self. Okay, let's see. Let's align self. I'm not sure how is that going to be on Tailwind CSS. Self start. Let's start. Maybe this is align self. Okay. Now let's try justify self. Okay, if there is such a thing. Let's see. Okay, fine. I don't think this trick will help us. Let's make sure the margin left of this is auto. Okay, the margin left auto as well doesn't give us what we want. Let's see. Now this is in the center. Okay, this is in the center. Oh, okay, now I see. Now I see, guys. Okay, there is a better way to do this. Because of we've got this relative here, we can change the left of this. Let's say, let me show you the left of 4. Look what will happen. I was expecting this to move. Maybe it has moved, but I didn't see because this is, what can I say, the value is too small. It's fine. On the right side, we want to make the right of 0. There is no way that it cannot move here, or we cannot see it. Okay, let's see. Now, CSS want me to be, what can I say? CSS want me to really think hard about things. Okay, and I don't know why. Let's see. Is this absolute? Yes. As it is absolute, is this relative? Yes. So let's see why. Is this right? Okay, this show me something, but this right doesn't show me something. I think I'm still missing. How do I set right position right of Oh, okay. I think you put right. Okay. So my apologies about that, guys. So right of 0. Let's see. As you can see, guys, we are winning. Okay. I just forgot about this Tailwind CSS tile here. And then let's not make right of 0. Let's say right of 2 and see how is it gonna be. That's too much. Right of 1. I'm somewhat happy with this. Okay, what we are going to do, let me zoom in here so that nope, not this one. I want to zoom in this so that we can clearly see this. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to play around. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, I'm happy with that. We are going to play around with the height of this guy so that it can leave almost like the same gap here. Okay, as you can see, so that it can leave almost like the same gap. So let's go to the height of this guy. It's 32. Let's make it 30. As you can see, I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's go to the icon and make it somewhat 18. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. So as you can see, guys, we have just created some sort of a cool input that has got some sort of an icon here for searching, even though this is not going to be a button. Now let's introduce a problem. As you type here, as you can see, your text goes up to, like, what can I say, up to even under the icon. Okay, and then what we want to do, we want to go to our input, and then we want to, how can I do this? Maybe is margin left or margin right going to help me? No, padding right. Let's say padding right. Padding right of 10. Let's see, is that going to help me? Yes, it helps me, as you can see. Now this starts somewhere here. Okay, let me show you this end here. Okay, okay, let's continue, guys. I'm happy with this. Now let's view this. What else do we want to do? As you can see, so we are going to search here. Okay, as you can see, this is not perfect, but I was just teaching you some ways around CSS. Okay, I have learned this specifically on pure CSS, since Tailwind CSS is built on pure CSS, and then at least it's somewhat easier for me to get things right. Okay, so I'm happy with this. We are going to search here for some products and other things. So the next thing that we want to do now, we will come back to all other things here on cart and other things. Let's just create an image component. Okay, let's just create an image component that will be here. Even this one, we just have to really think about it. We need to architect things. I think we are going to have some filters somewhere here. Where must we have those filters? Let's see, must we have those filters in this component or somewhere here? Since we have a search here, let's also put a filter here. We are going to have some filter here. So I think we already have a component that fetches a list of categories somewhere here. Let's go and check. Okay, I think somewhere here we've got a component, this one. Okay, let's just copy this as it is and put it there because we need it. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, as you can see, and then we are going to go to add product. Where is that add product page? Okay, there's no add product component. Okay, it's only a folder, so we just need to go here and then on the admin and then add product, and then we come here, and then let's first copy the select. Okay, the select import. And then where is the page? Let's see, is this the page? Nope. Okay, let's just go down here, and then let's input everything here. Let's delete the, nope, I'm not sure what happened. Let's check. Okay, that means I have copied the wrong thing. I didn't copy the import. Okay, then let's go to this page, and then let's import everything. Let's first remove the imports that we are not using. We are going to use a button as time goes by. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then let's go to, okay, I don't see it here. This one, and then let's look for select. Here is the select. We want it as it is, okay, with its own code, because we are going to use it as is, okay. So we want to go back to this page. Then let's come here where just next to the search, where the search component, then somewhere here. Okay, let's import the toggle. Okay, let's go and check the form query as well. Where is the form query? Somewhere here on admin, form query. Okay, go back and paste it here. Form query is going to be here. Do you remember when I said, okay, it's very important to make your naming generic. Okay, as you can see, this form query will always work on like almost like anything. Okay. Okay, what else do we have there? What's the error? On select, we wanted to set values from React hook form. Here we don't want that. Okay, we don't want that. I don't think we want that. What else? Let's check. We don't want even the errors. There are no errors that we want here. Happy with this. Suppose this will load, and then let's see. Okay, I know what might be the problem. This is a server component. Let's convert it to a client component by typing here use client. Let's go back and see. Okay. I don't know why this is too big. Let's control it. I don't think we need this product category. Okay, so let's just go here. Where is that select? Somewhere here. We don't need these wrappers here. We just want this only. Let's delete everything inside this toggle. Then after that, let's go to select. Width of full, nope. Just let's make width of 60, let's say. I'm not sure how big that is. Okay, I'm somewhat happy with this, but I don't know why this is pushed to this side now. Okay, I don't know why. Let me try to check. What if I remove this? Maybe there is something that is a width of full, I believe. Yes, there is something that is a width of full, and that is besides this component, somewhere here, this is a width of full. Somewhere here, where is it? Okay, as you can see, somewhere here, this is a width of full. Okay, fortunate for us, we can add a class name there. I don't want this, and I don't want to save it. Okay, so let's go back to what has got a width of full. Go back again. Here is it. Let's add a class name, and then let's say a width of fit. It must fit its container, its children, and then let's make it important so that it can overwrite all other whatever. Okay, let's look at this. As you can see, guys, this loads and everything works perfect. So we can filter the pages that are going to appear by category, and we can search here, okay, for items. Okay, I think let's continue. Okay, let's just continue. Now let's create or maybe let's just stop this one here. I just also need to take a break, okay, refresh myself so that I can come back with the banger, with the energy. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. If you might need help, you might need assistance to help you in details one-on-one, you can book a 1 hour discovery call where we can talk and you can ask me anything, teach you and give you exactly what you want to know, give you some concept and explain things to you. Don't forget, just send me an email here asking for or requesting for a discovery call. Otherwise, I'm having a 10-hour coaching course. What is a 10-hour coaching course? This is some sort of a one-on-one coaching course where we will meet on your convenience and on your availability. I can help you to become a better developer. Maybe you want to change careers. Maybe you want to be promoted. Maybe you want to become better in general. I can help you here, help you with the project and help you with the application that you are building. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. Thank you so much for subscribing. I know you have subscribed. See you on the next one. All right, guys, let's continue. As you can see, we have managed to finish the top bar of this e-commerce platform. Now, what we want to do, we want to get into reusability. If you check here, we've got a reusable container here, which is let's say this one. Okay, as you can see, it's here, and also it's, let's check on list, or I'm on list. Let's check on create. As you can see, okay, everything is the same and is consistent. So let's try reusing it in this section. Okay, in this section. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go to any let's say to any page, and then we want to take this container, as you can see. Okay, and then we are going to take this container to page, okay, to this page, and then we want this section, the content section. The content section, we want to add this, okay, content here, content, and then we want to import this. And then let's say this is going to be a product list. Okay, let's go back and see here. So as you can see, now we've got this product list here. Okay, and then the products will be displayed here. This applies some sort of a nice margin here. Okay, so let's continue. So what we want to do, we want to design a product card. Okay, let's go and check ShardCN card. ShardCN card. Let's get on components. Get to components. Component. Let's look for card here. Card, and let's install ShardCN card. Okay, and then we're going to copy this. Let's say view code. Okay, so let's start by, we are going to copy this. Let's start by, okay, let's start by installing this. Okay, and then go down, 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 and right click and then paste. So we're going to install that one, and then let's just come here and copy what? Let's make this a reusable component. So that means we can copy it. There's no need to put it in a page. We can just go to components. Okay, and then inside components, let's name this. What could this be? This is, let this be a product card. Okay, as it is, product card .tsx, and then what we want to do, we want to copy and paste this as is. Okay, we don't have a label. Let's just go and check for a label somewhere here and install a label as well. Let's see a label, and let's just install a label, and then that will be it. And then let's import, let's rename this to product card, product card. And then let's, okay, it's already exported here. Okay, I'm happy with this. Then let's go to the content section of this page. Let's paste the product card. Okay. Is it me or what? Let's go back here. Oh, okay. My apologies about this, guys. Okay. Looks like I'm in a hurry. This must be a component. Okay. And then let me import it. Apologies about that. Let's continue. Okay. In the meantime, I think the Explorer does not exist in the target module. Let's see at components, product card. I think maybe it's because this is still installing. Now this is finished installing. Let's see, where is the product card? Is it on the UI or what? Product card. Let's see. Here is it. And I'm exporting it. Okay, let me save. Okay, maybe I forgot to save. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, here is a product card and it's too big and it has got a lot of things. I don't think I want a lot of things here. Okay, I might want the button. Okay, I might want one of these button. I will put the image inside here. Let's just sign up. Okay, let's go and clean this up a little bit. Okay, let's check. Okay, I will leave all other details. Sign up, card action. So there is some sort of an action here. Okay, do we need this action? Nope, let's just remove it for now. Let's make things simple. Card header. In terms of the card content, let's remove this form, all of it. And then in terms of the footer, I'm going to remove one button. Let's see which one is it going to be. I think there's a lot of orange color here. Oh, let's just leave the login one. Okay. The login one. And let's take this one out. Go back and check. I'm happy with this. And then what I want to do, I want to add an image inside here. First of all, we are going to work on the width. Okay, let's work on the width. 200 pixel. Let's remove this. I'm somewhat happy, but it looks like it's small. Let's make it 300. Okay, and what about the height? Okay, let's leave the height for now. Let's get into the content section. Where is the content section? And then we want an image from next image. From next image. Then we want alt test. We want width. Okay, class name. Let's say width full and height. In terms of the image, page full. I'm not sure about this in terms of the image, but let's just continue src. Okay. Okay. Let's just go to Google and search for, what can I search for? Product. Look for any image. Then we will copy a link for any product just to test. Copy image address. Then let's paste it here. Let's just double check if there is any other thing. Since we are using an image that is not in here, this will give us some issues and I'm not ready for those issues. Let's just type here and say, now I'm in the public folder. I think I want to go to downloads and then images. And then what I can do, I can just come here, public, uploads. Okay, not downloads, uploads. and then uploads images, and then let me just look for an image that might be like a product. Okay, let me look for an image that has got a background. Okay, where is that pull table? Okay, let me just take this one, rename, and then let's go here. Got, is it a PNG, or let's just PNG for now. Let's just double check here. What are these? Okay, .jpg. Okay, .jpg. Okay, let's go back and check. SRC uploads image is missing required width property. Oh, okay. Forgot about this. Sorry about that. Width of 30 and height of 30. Let's see, guys. Okay, go back. Suppose there's an image here. I'm happy with that. And then what I want to do, I want to put this image inside a container. And then what I want to do, I want to make a width of full, class name, and make a width of full and a height of full. Rounded, empty. Let's make this relative so that it can control a lot of things. Let's make this a BG of whatever. Let's see. Happy with this. Okay, now let me give this a definite width. Okay, sorry. Right, let's say 50. Okay, this is too much. 30. I'm happy with this. And then what I want to do, let's just remove the description here. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then let's see. Now what we want to do, as you can see, there is a container around this. What we want to do, first of all, we want to remove the width and height from here. We want to add a prop here called fill. Save and see. As you can see, it fills the entire container. I'm happy with this. And then what we want to do, we want this container, the parent container, to, what can I say? To change the overflow. Okay, overflow hidden. Okay, we want this to some sort of clip the image, as you can see. Okay, to give this a nice cool effect. I'm happy about this. And then what else do I want to do? Do I want a description, or is it necessary to have a description? Let's see. Okay, let's change this title to studio. Let's say studio. Studio. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then we can add this. Now what we want to do, let's see, maybe we can also add a description somewhere here. Okay, maybe we can also add a description. Let's say we've got studio, we've got cut header here. Let's just have a p tag here, description. Okay, this is much better. I hope our descriptions are not too long. So I'm happy with this, guys. So what we want to do now, we want to create an endpoint to get all, maybe we already have to get all products. I think it's already here. Products, here is the endpoint. So with that being said, we can go to the product list. Product list, let's see. This is API. I don't want this, I want this. Okay, product list. And then on this product list, I can copy this table query. Okay, I don't need to load some things here. Okay, all I need is this product query. And then I want to go to here, sorry, to the page. Okay, in this page, and I want to go here. Then I want to, let me import this and change this to page query. Okay, page query, and then this is going to give us the data that we want. And what we want to do, okay, let's go to here. Let's go to here, the product card. Here is a product card here. So what we want to do here, we want to first make sure that we use it's a loading, whatever, I forgot that, or toggle is loading. Let's toggle is loading. Let's say is loading. Take your is loading from this dot is pending. Okay, so if this is still processing, this must show a loading spinner. I'm happy with this. Why this is not? Okay, maybe what else do we need? You need a child. Okay, let's take this and put it here. I'm happy with this. And then what I want to do before we load this, okay, we need to test if page query, where is it? This one, page underscore query dot data. Okay, if there is a data, then we can display this. Okay. Oh, what? We don't want to display this. In fact, I think we want to loop through it. Okay, we want to loop through it. Let's see. We want to loop through it. So what I want to do then, obviously there will be a div that will have to, okay, that's not what I want. Let's see. Let's do this if it exists. Okay, dot map. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and then let's paste this. Okay, I'm happy with this. So we are going to receive a product here. Then in terms of the product card, let's make the product card ready to receive props. Okay. Title, description, title, description, image, let's say image src. What else? In terms of the button, okay, we will deal with the button later. What do you do when the button is clicked? We will deal with that one later. Then what we're going to do, we're going to create a type here. Product card props equal to, let's do this. And all of these are going to be strings. Then we're going to take this and type this here. All of these are required. And then we are going to substitute this. Take the description. Then the image src. Then we replace this src. And then let's go to here and add all of those. The other thing, first we need to add a key here. This is required by React product dot ID. Okay, some sort of a unique key. And then from there, what we want to do, we want a title. We want a title to be product dot name. Oh, we forgot the prices as well. Okay, it's fine. Let's just continue with this and we will see what we can do. Okay, title, description, product, description. And what else? Let's see. String or null. Okay, if this is null, then make it an empty string. Okay, what else? Title, description, image src, image src to product.image URL. Then if it's not there, send an empty thing. Let's just go back and see the field construct URL invalid. What might be the problem? Default loader dot map. Let's check what might be the issue. Okay, dot map product. And then here the keys, here's everything. Okay, let's go to the product cart then. And then let's see this image src. This goes to the image src. Let's just comment this. We are trying to find the problem to check if. Okay, so as you can see, everything works well here. But now the problem that we have, it's the image src. Let's see. What is the problem with the image? Okay, let me see. I think the image src, okay, it's just the src, it's a file name, not a path. Okay, not a path. So what we want uploads, we want images, okay, and then we want this file name. Let's just check this. As you can see, now we've got our own products, and then we need to work on this container. Okay, we need to work on this container. Where are we looping? Let's go back here. We are mapping here. Let's look at this container. Flex of full and width of full, and then let's utilize the center and then a gap of 3. Let's see. I thought this was going to apply here, but it doesn't. That's not much of a problem. I applied it on the wrong container. My apologies about that. Let's get inside here. And then this happens also inside here. So this div container that I'm talking about, it has to be somewhere here. Okay, width of full, center, gap of 3, and then let's take everything here. and paste it here. Okay, as you can see. Now we can look at the image here, and then we can I think we also need a price somewhere. Okay, as you can see, there is no price. Okay, that is a story for another day. What do we want? I think that we can put the price on the cart action somewhere here. Okay, on the cart action part. Okay, so let's click add to cart here. Okay, let's do that. Let's go back to what do I want? I'm here. Okay, I want a page. Am I on the product cart? No. Then instead of login, let's just click here, add to cart. Okay, all right. This brings us to the end of this session. I'm happy with this. It's clean, okay, nice and fresh, and I like what can I say, the brand colors that have been used. In case you might want to contact me, you can book your 1 hour coaching call here. Okay, just type a message or send an email with the header discovery call, where I can assist you and answer almost all the questions that you have within that hour. In case you might want, you can just come here. I've got a 10-hour coaching course for only 4,500 Rand. Please feel free to convert this to your own country currency. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. I hope you have subscribed to help the channel grow. See you on the next one.